What's going on, guys? Your boy XQ420 here. Welcome y'all back. Another episode Beyond the Cube. Post Christmas special. I've got the powerful one with me, Corey Hughes. Corey, I can't say this Eve. Post Eve of Christmas, are you doing well?
Are we live, or you just say that?
Yeah, I just said it. Yeah, we
Okay,
live.
so we're live. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember if you record this one or not.
yeah. I recorded live.
Okay, gotcha. I'm live then.
You're a live, or
I'm live.
are you actually live?
I'm live.
Okay, my God, guys. We appreciate everybody for hanging out with us tonight, or if you listen to us on podcast platforms later, we appreciate you there. Corey, the Christmas, do you have any Christmas spirit?
Christmas was good, yeah. Christmas okay.
Okay, so there was some
Although
Christmas
I wanted
spirit.
to have turkey and stuffing and cranberry sauce, but they're like, that's Thanksgiving. I'm like, no, you can do that on Christmas also.
I feel like that's Christmas too.
It is Christmas too, but sometimes people will do the ham on Christmas, which is acceptable. I started getting weird spam emails from Honey Baked Ham Company and almost bought one time. So, I don't like that manipulative email marketing. Emailing me and telling me they got something good and then I'm supposed to go buy it. Shit.
It is manipulation, isn't it? Don't you feel like you
Bro, everything's manipulation. Someone on the street corner says, "Hey, it's a great day today, isn't it?" And they are trying to manipulate you. So it is just
is it
tough
that
world
deep?
out there. It is that deep.
Oh, I'll be damned. Okay, I didn't realize that. That it was that deep. Well, I don't know. Let's see. A lot of people that I talked to talked about what they had for Christmas. I heard some people say that they had barbecue for Christmas, pulled pork. I was a little uncertain about that.
I'm uncertain too.
About pulled pork for
I'm not
Christmas,
feeling it.
but that's what they said they had.
If you want to call that like your Christmas ham, then I guess tomato.
Yeah, I won't feel it. So somebody said that. Somebody else said they had steaks. They cooked steaks for Christmas.
That hurts a little bit.
Does it? The steaks?
Yeah, it does. Might as well have like motherfucking Chinese food or fucking some Peking duck or some shit.
Well, look, there's one thing that we do know, okay? And I had to put this out for the people, is that you can have Chinese food on all the American holidays because they don't give a fuck.
I didn't even see what was open. I didn't even look. I should have looked to see what was
Chinese joints.
Chinese, and I'm sure some other places were open too.
Probably Indian. Not Native Americans. I don't think Native Americans don't celebrate Christmas either. I don't think
pigeons and shit.
Yeah, what do Native Americans eat? Maize? Are they still eating maize?
They eat buffalo and maize.
Can you? I mean, how much was bison? Wouldn't it be?
I'm starting to think that they weren't even a real people. They were just made up.
Did you just hear what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's little things, little hints like they had no food of their own. They ate maize and buffalo. What else they eat? Oh, we don't know. So they had that every day? Oh, I guess so. No.
They were living off the land.
They were made up for movies.
What's the Native Americans? Well, they got reservations to document, what they once were. I believe that's the way it is. Isn't that the way it is? The reservations.
I don't know. They wouldn't have. What are they need reservations for if they're fake?
No, but I'm assuming the ones there are real. You can usually tell, man. They do have a reddish tint to their skin, and so that they're in talks of bringing back the Redskins for Washington.
Really?
Yeah, because I think we're kind of trying.
Are they in the Nationals?
Well, no, they're the Commanders in football.
The Commanders.
Well, yeah, for 2 years. Yeah, but for 2 years they were the Washington football team
Are there
till
any
they
of them
figured out.
teams that didn't switch? Like the Cleveland Indians, did they not switch?
No, they did. They're the Cleveland Guardians.
You fucking joking? Everybody sold out, huh? All of them. They all changed.
Yeah, yeah, every single one of them.
You
Yeah, it
goddamn
was.
bunch of faggots. Stick to your
Yeah, it
guns,
was.
motherfucker.
Yeah, it was not politically correct
It wasn't like nobody
to
was the
do that.
Connecticut Klansmen or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, man, this is early on in my video making stuff. I made a few videos because right there in 2020, when we got dropped in a different dimension, they were talking about taking Uncle Ben off of the rice
And Aunt
because he
Jemima.
was black. Yeah, and Aunt Jemima, I was like, oh, that's that's I guess that was showing I guess them being on the box was racist. I was like, I don't see how that is. I was trying to figure out what angle they were going for on this. They were like, I guess it was a particular vision, a version of a black person that was wrong. I don't know. I was like, they were trying to tell me how wrong it was, and I wasn't comprehending. I was like,
She was like a
now
nanny
that
or something. The image was like I always thought it was like a nanny or a caretaker or someone who like cared for the family. It was like a good role. But I guess if a black person does it, it's because they're a slave.
yeah, I think it was more house nigga. That was their problem. That's what they felt like. It was like it gave those
You
now
just
if it
can't
was
win
his
with these fucking people. You just can't win with
yeah.
these fucking people. You can give them everything they want, and they'll be like, "No, it's racist. You gave us everything we want."
Now, now look here. When they used to have this one, hold on. Now let me pull up what Aunt Jemima was. Okay, what has been for a long time. All right, so that was Aunt Jemima. All right there. That's what we naturally sing. Now this was the old school one. Now I understand if you got that one up there. It's like okay, that one's probably not up to date. But I feel like
I
this
don't
one.
think it's bad. What
Well,
about
it's
the other?
probably
There's a
it's
couple
not up
others.
to
Look at the
date though.
Jemima's wedding day in
Which
the top left.
that one.
That's a little bit
Yeah,
more
that's
like the blackface thing, but it's not that. It's not beyond the pale.
That's a little, but this is what we had since I've been alive. So since what?
Yeah,
Okay, at least
that's what I
86.
remember. Uh huh. That's what I
Yeah. So
remember.
I mean, this right here, I didn't remember anybody, jumping out their seat, claiming that this was racist. Let's see, Uncle Ben,
What can you
Uncle
find an
Ben's
article
rice.
that talks about this? Because I want to see what the real argument is.
Oh man. Yeah,
Oh,
here goes Uncle
there.
Ben.
Oh, well, that just says house nigga all over it, doesn't it? Might as well be
Hey,
Samuel Jackson from Django.
oh, here it is. Hey, this right here. Stance against racism. Oh, hold on. Let me redo this. This was the stance, man. We're taking a stand against racism here. Here we go. Here we go. Mars Inc. That's the one who owns Uncle Ben. Mars? Come on, man. Yeah. When was this? Yeah, 2020. Yeah, this was right during the early stages of my video making career. It was right there then. Yeah. So they wanted to change it. Said it was the right time to evolve. Okay, proper time. So they seen Aunt Jemima. They jumped on the bandwagon. So now it's the
Well,
Pearl
hang on
Milling
a second.
Company.
Did Quaker Oats get rid of the fucking Amish dude with the hat?
No, I think white folks on the box is fine.
I don't know about that.
That's what I know. They still got those. They still got those white boys. On the Rice Krispie treats. Cartoon characters. Still got Captain Crunch. His white ass.
Oh yeah, and you can tell it's even a new design white guy on here. See, hell no, no, no. I don't like this at all. This is misogyny all day long, bro. And I'll tell you why. Because this motherfucker here, he reminds me of the motherfuckers who did the Salem witch trials, and therefore Quaker Oats hates women.
Is that what it
That's
is?
what it is. Yep.
Oh man, that's pretty good. Yeah, but that was terrible. So they did that, and then they got rid of the one thing
Oh, there's another.
Indians had left.
The old Quaker
Was
Oats guy looks like Ben Franklin and fuck America, so you can't have that either.
yeah, oh, it does.
Oh, he looks just like Ben Franklin.
Yeah, they got rid of the Indian off the Land O'Lakes butter too.
There used to be this thing where you could fold her knees up to her chest and it looked like she was holding her tits. Did you ever see that?
We officially have ran out of shit to do. No, no, I didn't see that one. Fold her knees up to her tits. My goodness, that seemed like something you would do like in fifth grade,
Yeah, it's
and
the
about
boob
when you
trick.
started getting into titties.
Dude, it's
About
funny
fifth
because you can
grade.
Google it and the AI will tell you all about it.
The A. Are we gonna trust AI on this one? Is AI trustworthy on this one?
AI is never trustworthy, never.
Come on, man. Hey,
Oh, here you
every
go.
once in
Here,
a while they give us a good one.
I will screen share this.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Got something good. Is this the Land Lakes?
Yes. Oh, you gotta. Oh, motherfucker! I gotta open system settings. God, I already did this shit, you dumb fuck. All right, that's done. So there we go.
Well, you got your
Share.
shit restricted. Yeah, here we go.
You see that?
Oh, yeah, this is terrible. This is absolutely horrendous. This is an atrocity. It should not be. This should not be the
Yeah,
case.
you'd fold her knees up, and their knees would become her tits. That was how. That's how it went.
Oh man, how often did you do that, Corey?
All the time when I was 5.
Yeah, 5. It's a little early, ain't it?
I don't know, 6, whatever. Fuck.
Yeah, fifth grade, man.
I don't know.
In the fourth grade, fifth grade. I say probably around 11, 11, 12. That's when you start getting interested. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's when you probably were like right there on the cusp. You probably did some sexual harassment at that point in time, but it was acceptable. This is alleged sexual harassment. You know, when you walk around and you like smack them on the ass, grab
Well, I
babies.
remember that I moved from New York to Florida when I was 9. And like a year before that, this girl who was in my class who I had a crush on moved to my neighborhood, like right across the street from me. And so I remember that. That was probably the earliest I ever had a crush on a chick was when at age 9 or so, something like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, 8, 9.
9.
I think they might have
That's as
still
early
had
as I
cooties.
remember.
I want to feel like it was fifth grade, fifth grade, about midway through, and it was just like rumblings. You know what I'm saying? You just had that. You had an urge all of a sudden. You don't even know where it came from. It just like crept up on you.
I don't remember that far back.
Corey. I mean, he said, I really don't remember what happened back then. Okay. I mean, I ain't going to say that I remember it like to a T, but I've got like bits and pieces of it. So, glimpses of it that's left. But yeah, all of our, all of the beloved people of color are so important that they're getting taken off of the boxes because it's racist. Uh, doesn't make a ton of sense. And somehow keeping the white people on the boxes doesn't uphold white supremacy. And I was like, okay. I mean, hey, whatever y'all feel y'all need to do to make yourselves feel better. 2020 was a make yourself feel better type of year. That was right after George Floyd
Everything has been
had passed.
contrived since then. It's
Yeah.
like they flipped the switch and everything's been fake. Like, and what's going on with these drones? This is obvious. Okay, let me make this really clear. When shit's fucked up and we don't know what the hell time it is, it's the U.S. government, most likely the CIA, maybe some naval intelligence sprinkled in there. But motherfucker, this is the government doing these drone shit, and so I don't understand why motherfuckers won't come out and tell us. And there's some interesting looking drones. Have you seen some of this shit?
No, for some reason, the drone thing doesn't interest me at all. Because, I mean, they're just out there just chilling, right? It's kind of like the Chinese balloon. It was just floating across America for
I still don't buy
3
that.
weeks.
The Chinese balloon.
That's what they
Story.
said, man.
So the Chinese build goddamn 3/4 of our electronic infrastructure, and we think they're going to spy on us with a balloon.
Yeah, it was
It's retarded.
incognito until they
We're
seen
so
it.
dumb. Anyone who thinks that they're spying on us with a balloon is fucking retarded and needs to go back to fucking elementary school. Seriously, this is so stupid. Literally, this we live in an age beyond electronic warfare. They can send a satellite with a microphone capability and beam it right into the White House walls if they want to. Okay, so there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. They got everything. Everyone's got everything, and they exist in this world of knowing everyone knows everything.
Corey, it was incognito until they seen it. It was stealth
The
until it
balloon,
wasn't.
the balloon was
Yeah,
stealth.
it was a stealth balloon.
So stupid. So
Stealth like. that was the premise. They were trying to not,
for once, I
stand
believe it's a
out.
weather balloon.
Yeah,
Because if you
they're
want to
trying not to
understand
stand
wind
out.
currents, you put a balloon up and it just blows the shit around. Like I get it, okay?
Nah, ain't they got those balloons where you blow flames up into it? What they call those?
Hot air balloon.
Yeah, them things. You can kind of steer those, can't you?
Yeah, like to me, honestly,
Somewhat.
like that's the people who go up in those fucking things. That is like you're asking to die.
Man, say you praying for death. It's like,
You
man, what
are
are you
you like
doing?
you're up there in a little basket, hoping your hot air holds you afloat. Give me a fucking break. Anyone who goes up there doesn't have a fucking parachute on is retarded. Gets exactly what they fucking deserve.
Hey, well, there's people who like to rush. You know what I'm saying? They like the rush of doing things that are semi dangerous.
I like the rush of waking up every morning. So
Well, I mean, hey, depending on your current situation, waking up the next morning might not be in your best interest. So they just be like, yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that, the hot air balloon stuff. I'm not a skydiver or anything like that. People skydive, and the plane's fine, I believe. I don't think I want to jump out of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's the rush. I know somebody who actually did it. They've done it a couple times.
I wonder how much of a rush it is being in a plane crash. Like you saw that plane crash that happened this week, right?
Yeah.
The guys who lived, that must have been one hell of a ride.
I guess you could call it that. Damn.
So like a lot of the people, most of the people I think on that flight lived. Of course, the propaganda started coming out. The Russians shot it down. I love how fucking every time something happens, it's the Russians.
Oh, you think
So
they might have shot it down with that one of those stealth missiles?
no,
Okay.
I don't think so. It's retarded to think that they would, but you know how American propaganda works.
Oh, they said Ukraine got a laser, man. Hold on.
Ukraine has a laser.
Yeah, they got a laser beam, man. I think I've seen some shit like that. Did I say that? I was like, are you serious? And the reason it was interesting because it kind of harkened back to when people were saying it looked like a laser was hitting Hawaii and burning that shit up. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me pull this up. Trident laser. That's what they calling it. That's what Ukraine got. And I was like, well, damn, y'all should have already won if y'all got the Trident laser. Come on now. I can get this shit out the way. Here we go. It unveils new Trident laser.
Okay, this is getting retarded.
Yeah, there
You
it
can't
is.
you can't give these fucking people you can't give these fucking Ukrainians any more fucking toys. You can't because they're going to use this shit one time on fucking Russian planes and Putin is going to go in there and turn that entire area into a fucking crater. So like there is nothing that they can do at all to help Ukraine win the war. This is a money laundering operation. This is a what is it
Yeah,
called?
that's true.
Quid
That's
pro
true.
quo kind of thing going on with the weapons industry. I mean, this is the pilfering of the American coffers.
Yeah, that's true. That's true as well. But yeah, you see right here, United Kingdom has said it planned to ship a prototype of its dragon fire laser weapon.
The United
The
Kingdom is like
dragon
the
fire.
dumbest country it's ever been. They once had an empire, and now they have nothing. They have a fucking piece of shit country. They didn't even mostly white anymore. It's fucking ridiculous. Like they are the worst country. They got conquered a long time ago. That's the bottom line. How the fuck are you gonna have an empire like that and lose it? You fucks. You fucking idiots. I fucking hate the British. I fucking hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
The British.
The British. I fucking hate them.
Why, man? That's Britain. The British. They the crumpet and tea folk, right? When they
Exactly.
have tea
Exactly.
time.
All that crumpets and tea, and you lost your empire. You fucks.
Yeah, they used to
No
tax on that
respect for
tea
you
too.
people at all.
Yeah.
You're barely
Man
better
said he
than
got.
Australians.
Oh, somebody was saying fuck Australia the other day. It's like mainly because man, they got dangerous animals out there. I think some dude was filming and there was 2 kangaroos sitting outside his front yard. One of them turned around and stood up. That some bitch is like 7 foot tall.
They're big. They'll fuck you up.
I was like, man, go out there and put your and put your mitts up against that kangaroo. See if you see what you got. So, man, that kangaroo gonna kick you in your chest. Gonna kick a hole through your chest. Gonna go right on his tail because that's what they do. They know how they fight. They hop back on their
Yep.
tail and kick.
And they make muscle poses. They do like this.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, they beefed up. I was like, shit. I don't know who. I was, golly, Australia. Why that place should be? That place should be evacuated immediately. It's like some 28 days later shit out
All
there.
them Jacinda Ardern people and Dan Andrews people, like they fucked that whole place up.
Well, look, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, in Australia, um, and look, Aussie women, the ones who ain't doing this, forgive me, but about the majority of them selling booty. That's what I do know. Every time I click on an article talking something about some type of OF or anything like that, yeah, they all in Australia. I'm like, damn, y'all they ain't no other gigs out there. You either selling booty or are you trying to fend off wild animals? Is there a job for that? Hey, you can't have
So
a
when I
gun
want to
though.
replace my ceiling fan, I don't go to OnlyFans to get it swapped out.
Corey, no, you don't.
Oh.
That's not where you go. Oh, to OnlyFans. It's like, man, I need me a new fan. Oh man, you heard of OnlyFans? Man, they got good fans. Hell, they got that. I mean, that's all they got. It's OnlyFans. I mean, my goodness. Well, it's the Sophia Rain chick. She said that she made $43 million this past year. Said she made $4.7 million from one guy. And the thing is, she don't even do nothing. She don't even do the hanky panky on her
See, I don't
site.
understand that because like a guy who's got that kind of money can like go buy the best hooker in every city.
A lot.
He can get the best hooker for like a week straight and not even dent his money.
No, we wouldn't even put a dent in $4.7 million.
He could be like, I'm a fucking loser and I don't know what to do. I ain't never done this before. Just to do some shit to me and I'll pay you. And like, it's all good. And everything still would have been fucking cheaper than him paying this fucking chick. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. And she got it happened to pop up on my TikTok. She's got what they call the Bop House. I guess it's where they got multiple girls in different rooms. They call them bops. And they do they'll do some dances and stuff. But they ain't. She said Sophia Rain says she a virgin. She says she a Christian and she a virgin.
she a lying whore is who she is.
That's what she said though. She
I don't
said
give a
that
goddamn fuck what
she
said.
said her punani's untainted. Now her butthole in her mouth and her hands, something different.
I don't care.
But that punani untainted.
I don't want to hear it.
It's not tainted. That's what she said. I mean, all I can take it at is at face value. I ain't had nobody come up and say that they hit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nobody sitting in the background said I contest this ruling. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nobody contesting it. So That's what made it weird. It's like, man, it's like her site. Every once in a while, she might show a little nip. She might let a lip down below just kind of fold out, and she'll put it back up. But other than that, Bo, she don't even get down on her site, and she make that much money. I said, damn, y'all, somebody got a lot of money to throw away. Shit, buy an asset, buy something else. I mean,
That industry thrives on compulsion, right? People who spend the money on that shit they have a compulsion to do it. So,
right,
you
right,
know,
yeah, but golly, man, I just like to. Maybe that'd be my next venture. I'll sit down. Let me talk to the people who spend a whole lot of money on this and purchase it, and so I can understand why. I'm like, dog, man, there's like 50 sites where you can get
it's
that for
like the
free.
crackhead who just needs one more hit. It's the same
Yeah,
thing. It's like, oh, that chick's hot. I just got to, I got to see one picture. Just let me see one picture, and he'll drop to $24.99. You know,
damn,
and that's
I
how it
can't
goes.
do it. I can't do it. Not knowing what I know. Like if you know what you know, you can't do that. There's a whole supply of that free stuff.
Hmm.
I mean, damn. That's all I'm saying.
But the free stuff, I don't think cuts it. I don't think the free stuff cuts it anymore. It gets to a
Okay, so
point.
it's escalated.
Just it's escalated. Yeah, just knowing that you're spending that money puts you in a little more of a elite club. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I guess with OnlyFans, the more you spend, the more you can convince yourself you're getting closer to this person.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. So you feel like you got that connection. Allegedly. I'm just like, I just don't get it, man. I said I'm like, you at the end of the day, you just trying to like get one out, right? You just trying to give yourself some material to get one out. That's what I'm assuming. But
I
maybe
think it
they've
ends up
taken
being
it
a lot
beyond
more.
that.
I think it goes a lot deeper than that for most of these people who spend the money.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, man. I was like, well, you may now that market has become saturated. It's become extremely saturated.
Um, Perhaps on like the micro level, but one thing that I definitely know about that industry is that there will never be enough supply to keep up with demand. Period.
Okay.
Like never, because this is compulsion for these people.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to keep consuming, and they consume something once, and it's probably disposable to them, and they move on to something else. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
so you said no
there's
repeat
no
videos.
repeat videos. No,
Oh,
none at
okay.
all. None at all. So yeah, it's a psychosis. I think once you understand addiction, and once you understand the trigger mechanism here, it follows the same pattern as all other addictions or compulsions. You know, because like people who smoke weed, they're addicted to their weed. I don't give a fuck what they say. But people who smoke crack, they need this shit a whole lot more frequently than the people who smoke weed. You know what I mean? It's just
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
where in that range of compulsion does the guy who needs to spend $1,000 a month on porn, where does he reside? You know what I mean? Where in that range? How much of a compulsion is it? Does he got to look at his shit on his phone while he's at work? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
damn. Oh, you talking about that? It's that deep. Oh, I got you.
oh God, yes. Oh yeah, totally. Like this Rex. I've been watching a lot of shit on this Rex Heuerman, the fucking Long Island killer guy, and
Mm-hmm.
he was into all that kind of weird shit. And he was looking at stuff on his phone all the time, involved in swingers clubs. Totally, you could tell it was addiction, compulsion behavior for him, which obviously escalated to him murdering these women. You know,
Oh, okay. So that
if you
became
follow any of that
his
stuff at
kind
all,
of
it's pretty
mo.
fascinating.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean that's where it can get a little weird. You know what I'm saying? And I've always found it weird. Like you come across videos and there'd be a chick dancing, whatever. And so I'm always interested. I'm like, let me click on the comment section. Let me see what folks wrote. And like, oh hey, gorgeous. Oh, I drink her bad for. I'm just like, why are y'all typing this up here? Like it's just like
Well, I think there's some people who are compulsory type, commenters. Like that's part of their thing too. I think
Yeah,
every
like it.
possible degree of weirdness in this area um, is demonstrated in somebody's weird compulsion or kink.
Right, right. Now
Like
we
there is
got
no stone
now.
left unturned in this realm.
Now we've got, so you got that, and then you've got I guess something that would be a little bit different with the Lily Phillips girl, because she did 100 men, so 100 men waited in line. Now that she's about to do 1,000 men right here shortly, in a 24-hour period, and she had 5,000 applications.
What do you put on the application?
That I was wondering that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if I had a better chance of getting in if like I had like a sad story, like mom and dad passed when I was 6, and sister. I don't know if that'll work. I don't know if I got to give my measurements of my member. You know, height, weight. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming STD status needs to be up there. That might be the number one, but I'm trying to figure out how I'll be the one of the lucky 1,000. I mean, what I'm saying? If you can call it that. I mean, how would I be one of the lucky 1,000? And she said she made a mistake with the 100 guys. Um, she broke down crying, and there's some people that was like, oh, it's finally catching up with her, and I was like, no, y'all didn't hear what she said. She was disappointed because she feels like she disappointed some of the men. That means that some of them didn't get off, like they left there with their boner
Well,
still.
how long do you get when you do 100? Like 10 minutes?
No, no, so it was supposed to be 5 minutes, but it turned into like 2.5 minutes.
But that math don't math.
That math don't math.
No,
Why not?
124 hours is 4 hours. One is every 15 minutes, give or take.
Yeah, but you see, here's the deal though. Okay, so she said with the 1,000
She tried to
men.
get it done in like 12 hours so she could go to coffee or something.
No, well, okay, so here's the deal. So she said with the 100 men, I mean, they came in and she talked to them, and she got them raised up and all that stuff herself. But she said that that's where she made her mistake. So when it comes to the 1,000 men, she's actually assimilated a crew of girls who are going to be doing fluffing
I heard
and
that's a
things of that
myth.
nature.
That's not real.
What, the fluffing?
Yes, it's not a real thing.
That's what she said.
Right. I'm just saying, historically, that's not a real thing. Like people have made jokes about that and stuff, but I guess that's not a real thing. There's no position
Oh,
of
okay.
fluffer.
Okay. Well, I don't know if it's an official position. I don't know if you're getting paid for this position. I don't know if you can clock in. I don't know if you can clock in. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, what's your profession? I'm a professional fluffer. I don't know if they're asking for resumes on that. You know what I'm saying? You think that might be on what's one of those job sites, monster.com? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Professional fluffer.
Is monster.com still around? I ain't seen an ad or heard an ad from them in forever.
That is right.
You
What's
know?
the Zip Recruiter? Here we go. That's new age.
What happened to
Zip Recruiter.
monster.com?
They used to be the spot.
Monster.com is still here. How come I ain't heard an ad from you, Monster? You got is your CEO a cheapskate or what the fuck?
Yeah, they cheap right now, but hey, CEOs are laying low right now.
I
You
didn't
know what
get
I'm
that
saying?
job. I might want to shoot somebody.
Yeah. Oh, you said that's the new craze right now. Luigi. They said they got a whole bunch of women out there, young women, waiting on him. You know what I'm saying? Saying that he's hot, wanting them to come hit.
What is up with the Lee Harvey Oswald sweater? You got that picture handy?
Lee Harvey. No,
What?
Lee
Okay.
Harvey Oswald sweater.
Oh my god.
Come on, man. What are you talking about, cuz?
How did you not see this? Did I not send this to you?
No, you didn't send this to me. Is it the one that says Patsy?
No.
Oh,
Hang
okay.
on, hang on.
Is it his official sweater? What we got, man?
Damn it.
No, I didn't get that one.
Let
I
me
missed
look.
that. And all I'm pulling up right now is something that looked like somebody just threw together. Yeah, I'm just pulling up this one that's just got Patsy on it. And of course, a picture of Lee Harvey Oswald. Is that not it?
No, I don't know. I don't know what you're looking at.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull it right here. Lee Harvey Oswald, Patsy. That's what I'm pulling up.
No.
Patsy. Oh, then I don't know. I don't know the Lee Harvey Oswald sweater.
All right.
That,
All right.
that thing
Just
should
keep
be on
talking
speed
and I'll
dial.
find it.
It ain't on speed dial.
No, man.
Okay. Oh man.
I'm scrolling quick. Okay, here we go. I almost got it. All right.
Okay. Guys, we're gonna see the official Lee Harvey Oswald sweater. Is that what we're claiming this to be? The official? Oh, okay, with Luigi. Golly, that is the picture that they had up there. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. It's like it's the same. It's the exact same setup.
Some people have no fucking sense of, you know, they have no perspective. No perspective at all.
Hey, well, look, they said that there's a bunch of progressive women out there, ready to fuck old Luigi. That's what they
I
said.
wouldn't doubt it, but
They said they're ready to go. They said he's there. He's like the hottest of the hot now, Mister
well,
Luigi.
here's the thing. People are like, oh, we can't have a society where people do this. Correct. 100%. We can't have a society where people go around doing this. But every once in a while, somebody will. You know what I mean? And this is that every once in a while scenario. So,
Yeah, they will. Now they got Oh, hold on, let me pull this up because this is good right here. They got some we got some we got some gear we can get from this. You know what I'm saying? They got gear. Let me pull this up. And weirdly, a lot of the women out here got masks on. I'm like, what y'all doing? I mean,
they're ugly.
folks are, folks. I mean, you think that's what it is?
Yeah, they're just ugly.
Okay. Yeah. When you pulled that up, then I knew exactly what you're talking about because I was on this. I was on this right here, and he had that sweater on, and so I was like, "Man, what's he talking about?" And I was like, "Oh, there it is, that damn sweater." So let me stop that. Yeah, so they got all these women out here, but they got their mask on though. They hiding their face. This one didn't right here. It looked like she might be straight from Russia. There's potential. But yeah, they got these the panties that you can buy now for $35 a pair. Deny, defend, oppose. This is the official wear of Luigi. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies out there, if you want to support Luigi's cause, you can get some deny, defend, oppose underwear. Which they ain't nothing weird about this at all. It's extremely fucking weird. It's just like, but just hey, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you get her home and she takes her pants off and you see this, you need to leave immediately. Something came up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit! I left the damn stove on. It said you at your house. Yeah, you probably need to leave. So I got to find a reason. So we got that. And here we go right here. They almost did you see the one where they compared him to the Man of Steel? The
no,
movie?
No.
Yeah, they had him walking with like the cops and stuff. So they just did the same pose with Lee Harvey Oswald with like the detectives around him and stuff, and they did the exact same pose with like the cops walking him down the street, and how they had Superman and the Man of Steel walking him down the street. I was like, y'all fuckers. I mean, and look, I don't even know if this is the guy that shot anybody. The nigga said that not guilty. I was like, but you did shoot him, right? I mean, if it's you, I mean,
Okay, so like none of this makes any sense, and the idea that he was busted like in a different state, but he still had all the shit on him and the same clothes and the gun is like
it's like dumb.
it's
It's
like,
what
are
it
you really that stupid, boy? Or what's going on here?
is.
Um, if he would have just changed his clothes and not had any of the shit on him and like said, I don't know what you're talking about, would we be in a different position today? Is what I'm wondering.
Hell, he have to be. Hell, somebody from McDonald's is the one that spotted him. Ain't none of his folks come out and say, "Oh shit, that's my
Have they
son," or
no? Have they talked to parents or nothing yet? Or was he grown in
not
a CIA
really.
laboratory somewhere?
Yeah, not really.
Does he have a
They,
military background at all?
probably so. It's probably some shit that you can't find. Redacted. It might be redacted.
What's his name? Luigi
Luigi
Caglione.
Mangione. Yeah, so Luigi
You're not allowed to be that Italian
Mangione.
anymore.
Yeah, Mangione. And they said he was real good with the Asian women. I was like, okay. That's what they said, man. They showed him out there in Hawaii. He was out there raising it up, but
Police checked and found no records that matched his ID. What does that mean?
yeah, what does that mean? Does that mean something?
That seems pretty important.
It's just like, come on, man. No, it seems too suspect.
He was. Um,
It just seems sus.
Deny,
No,
defend, and depose were written on shell casings. Okay. Okay. All right. Here's the thing. Whenever you have anything written on shell casings, it's the CIA. Period. Like normal people don't think to do shit like that ever.
no.
Never.
And a hitman damn sure ain't gonna go do that.
What about the guy in the Buffalo shooting who had like the 14? He had the 14 fish on his fucking thing. You know about the 14 fish?
Oh, I've heard about the 14 fish.
That's some Satan. That's some old school pre-Satan shit. That's like the Temple of Set kind of shit. That's some wicked ancient fucking Egyptian deity fucking worship nonsense. Not even fucking around. These people believe that shit. And so yeah, anytime you see any weird shit like that, you know, it's always them. You know. But this
Hell, I
Mangione
did.
guy, fuck, they should just let this guy go. They ain't got a case.
You said they ain't got no case.
Nah. When the evidence is too good, it's too good.
Okay.
You know, they found him with a gun and shit, like wearing the same clothes. Didn't even trim his stupid eyebrows, which were so big. And he was just sitting there somewhere in public. Bro, no way, dude.
Yeah,
No
eat McDonald's. He was
way.
eating a fucking Big Mac.
Bro, you get a mohawk and you put on some ICP makeup, you know what I mean? And like you're golden. And then you go to someplace shitty like Baltimore, and no one's gonna recognize you or give a fuck.
Yeah, don't go to Baltimore. It's probably a little bit too dark. You might go somewhere a little bit wider than Baltimore. If you go in there with your damn mohawk and your ICP clown shit, they're probably gonna kill you. They probably damn, what is it? Skint heads? Is that what they used to call them? They're probably gonna take you out.
He was arrested 5 days after the attack at McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and was
Yeah.
allegedly in possession of a gun, bullets, multiple fake IDs, and cash. Where do you even get a fake ID? Does anybody know where to get a fake ID? I don't have any idea.
Yeah, you need to have some connections to get a fake ID. Like straight up. Like, and I ain't talking about like some drug dealer on the side of the corner. Like you need to If you're gonna have some shit that's actually passable, you need to have some true connections. Because they're changing that shit up a lot now. Holograms and pictures in pictures and all kind of shit. So like it's getting wild now. So yeah, if you ain't got somebody who's got the straight up print and press at their house, or they can print you one, then
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, you fuck. But I mean, the whole thing on this with Luigi is that um I mean he really ain't no hero. I mean there's still folks getting denied right now. I mean they claim their claims getting denied as we speak. Um he just shot a dude in the street. So it's this
Oh my God. I'm looking at like an ancestry.com type of website, and you put in Luigi Mangione and you get like fucking 5,000 of them going back to 1872. I swear to God, it's probably the third most common Italian name that there is. What year you think he was born?
Luigi. Oh, he had to be born in the 90s or early 2000s.
And where's he from?
I think he's from California. I think that's where he's from Cali. I know he's an Ivy Leaguer. So I mean that's obviously you got a dollar or two. His folks got a dollar
Bro,
or
these
two.
heritage sites are dog shit. Like they're a waste of money.
What are you on 23andMe?
No, I
I
don't
think
know.
somebody at work one time spit in a cup and sent that shit. Ain't know what you do. You spit or
Anyone
you
who does that is
you pee
retarded.
in it.
Here, just take my genetic profile. Go ahead and who knows what you're gonna do with it and sell it to some motherfucker at BlackRock. Fuck you. No way.
No, they
It's bad
wanted to
enough. Like my
know.
whole sister and her fucking stupid family fucking did all that shit.
They wanted to know how much black they had in them.
It's so stupid. My fucking sister got a test and it said she had 23% fucking Ashkenazi Jewish DNA. I'm like, oh my God, you're fucking retarded. There's no such thing as Jewish DNA, you fucking idiot. You fucking morons. Don't. I swear to God, 23andMe tells everybody they got Jewish DNA in them. Every
Oh,
single
do
person.
they?
Every fucking person, yeah.
Oh
Even you.
man, damn! I have a little bit.
It's so stupid.
So I could go get my hat now. What's the Jew hat? Could I go get my hat? Can I? I can just identify as one, right?
I get no. You can identify as anything and you want, but except for that.
Oh, I thought I could join the calls. Could I not? Oh, here we go. Yeah, yeah. This would be cultural appropriation, right? If I go get one of these and put it on, or maybe get one of the rabbi ones. Here we go. I'll start wearing one of those bitches. But if I don't do that, what they call these? They ain't, oh, you can get this one from Amazon. Here we go. Keepa. Hey, this is straight from Israel. A yarmulke. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, I get
That's
one
got
like
something to
this.
do with Saturn and Satan and stuff.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Something to do
What's
like you're
it?
wearing the disc of Saturn or something, and that's like Satan's fucking thing. But these dumb fucks, they look scroll up a little bit. Look on the right. See the guy
Uh,
up a little more. The guy on the right's got a box he's got on his fucking head. So
oh, that one.
there's
Uh
a scroll in that box, and they think that they can just absorb the scroll in the through the box. So
huh. Hold on. Do what?
there's a scroll in that box, and they're trying to absorb the information through the box.
Absorb it.
Yeah.
Like they rubbing lotion in the skin or something.
Right. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't crazy or nothing, is it? That don't sound crazy.
This is a hijacked religion. They stole this from black people.
Oh, Bo, that's horrendous.
Here, this
That's
is like my
terrible.
favorite. This is like one of my favorite articles of all time. I'm gonna share this real quick. Here, look at this. Boom. Genetic markers cannot determine Jewish descent. Duh. You fucking retards.
Oh yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
That's nothing genetically.
Scientific article. It's total
Yeah,
nonsense.
but
You motherfucking fakers.
they
There you go.
they have a of Hebrew descent. Okay.
Hebrew descent, my ass. You're of Hebrew descent.
Hey, look, man. They got a whole song dedicated to Noel, born as the King of Israel. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about Jesus. I mean, that's why I said, but we can't get away from them. But our ideology is or religion of the states is Christianity. So, I mean, you be singing the King of Israel,
Christianity is
God's
fine with
chosen
me. I
people.
can deal with Christianity. It's better than the alternative.
Oh, okay.
The alternative is like Satan shit, Judaism. Fuck that. Goddamn Jews.
So start doing something sacrificial in nature, you know. Which everything has sacrifice. You always there's always a blood sacrifice in every religion almost. Is there a religion that doesn't have any type of blood sacrifice?
I don't know. Um, Christians have a blood sacrifice somewhere.
Yeah, it was all blood. Okay, so you got to think. So before, okay, so technically before the New Testament, anytime you sinned, you had to go and you would actually sacrifice one of your cattle or whatever, the youngest one, and you would use the blood to wash away your sins, pretty much. You got to think they used that same premise whenever they were delivering the Israelites from Egypt. They had to use the blood on the door to signify that the death angel wouldn't come and kill your firstborn. If you didn't do it, then the angel would come kill your firstborn when they sent that particular plague out.
Yeah, that's all fucked up stuff.
Yeah, and so the premise now is that the new covenant, Jesus's blood, a blood sacrifice, covers all your sins.
These people are weirdos with all their fucking blood stuff.
Yeah, the blood. Yeah. So it's back to that. Sacrifice, blood sacrifice. That's the whole premise. Is a death. You know, I mean, it just kind of is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, Master of Puppets versus Neo Theater. That's weird. All right, had something come up and said Master of Puppets versus Neo Theater. Oh, Neo Theater. I don't know what that means. Elaborate on that. Somebody left that in the chat. Um, but yeah, that's the premise of it. So I think you got to think so. Mayans and stuff, they did blood sacrifice. I think everybody did ritualistic killings
Yeah, that's no good. Shouldn't
to
do that.
atone for atonement.
It's adding insult to injury,
Corey,
isn't it?
this is for atonement though. This is something different. It's not this we're not just doing it just to do it.
Mm.
Okay, this is for atonement. It'd be like what's that movie? Midsummer. They be out there cutting folk up. That movie fucked up right there.
I don't think I saw it. I think that was one of those ones I avoided.
Bo, they have damn. The folk went on the trip, okay, and they went to this community up in the mountains. And but like the first thing they do, they go out there, and what they have is that their old people would go and like jump off a cliff, and like this cliff was high, and they hit the ground, and if they didn't die, then somebody come up and like beat them over the back of the head. I was like, that was like the first thing they said. I'm like, man, that shit that says get the fuck out. I mean, that's what that means. That means leave immediately. But they hung around. And by the end of it, damn, when the girl was up there sacrificing her boyfriend in a damn bear costume. I was like, that movie, that's some cult shit. They took and they strung my woman up, cut him open, and buried him in the garden. Like, it's some crazy stuff, man. So I was like, that's that cult shit. But it's that shit that be happening. You got to stay on your toes out here. Before you know it, man, somebody be out here trying to damn
They're allowing
slice your
cults out in these
Achilles.
streets.
Yeah, man. Yeah. They been got your ass. They don't look quite like that no more. We're a little bit more low key civilized, but I think they get down a little bit. I think they're more. We got more of a sex cults now, if
I never
anything.
stumbled across no sex cults.
Yeah, well, you won't ever in the right situation.
I want to be in a sex cult just like a couple weekends a month.
this ain't the fucking reserves, the Army reserves. 2 weekends a month for what 6 weekends a year, whatever the fuck it is, 2 months a year. I was like, man, that like this is the Army reserves. It's like, yeah, can I sign up somewhere? It's like, dog, this takes dedication. Okay, all right. So start off by bringing the chips and the drinks. Okay. And then we'll see if we can get you hired.
So,
Where
speaking of
you
dedication, I have a new book that I'm going to show. It's called Twice Dead. Twice Dead. Lee Harvey Oswald died on November 24th, 1963. Everybody knows that. But what if everybody's wrong? This is JFK Pulp Fiction. Yes,
okay?
it is. So,
Okay.
I'm rather excited to see what offerings we have here. This could be a whole thing, like, a
Who
whole cult thing.
who authored that?
I'm sure it's his birth name, Larry D. Names.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Larry D. Names. So
Is
I
that
looked
supposed to
this
be
up. He's got
is
like
that
two other
fiction?
books. Yeah, it's
That
fiction.
fiction? Okay.
Yes. He's got two other books out that have nothing to do with Oswald. So on the back it says, What if the man Jack Ruby shot in November 63 wasn't Lee Harvey Oswald? What if Oswald had a double? What if the man the world knew as Oswald was that double and Oswald was still alive? Those were the questions which Tom Regan, investigative reporter for the Morning Sun, set out to answer. He thought the story would make him rich and famous. It almost made him dead. Sounds like a fucking Pulitzer Prize winner here.
It sounds a little intense.
Sounds intense, yes. It opens up the first chapter at Kubi Point, the Philippines. Kubi Point, the Philippines, just so happens to be where Martin Strand got murdered.
Okay.
So, yes, I'm looking forward to consuming that in the next couple weeks.
Okay. A little fiction. Don't let it jumble you up. Because I know you've been knee deep. I know you've been knee deep into Oswald,
It's been terrible.
the research.
It's been awful.
So don't let
I'm
that
going
thing.
insane.
Yeah, don't let that mess you up even more. Don't let it take you out. You know what I'm saying? So so yeah, the cult stuff. We got cult followings on everything now. They say MAG is a cult. Then you got anything that's Democratic right now is a cult. You've got a cult following of Luigi. You've got a cult following of 4B. I hear cult a lot. Except like people ain't like gathering. I'm like, I don't think it's quite a cult. I think you got to gather for it to be a cult. Don't you have to gather?
You would think so.
Yeah, you have to
You
have
can't
some
have a
type of
sex cult
gathering.
with no gathering.
Yeah. You would just all do it digitally, like Demolition Man. So you just turn on your Zoom calls and you just everybody just whip this stuff out and you just do it like that. It would be pretty bad. It'd be a little awkward. So it'd be like what Tubin was doing. He didn't realize everybody else didn't realize what was going on. Oh, Jeffrey Tubin.
Bro, there's one girl on that video. Have you seen that video?
What,
There's one,
tubing?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's one girl on the video who, as he starts to do it, his bed is like in the background from where he broadcasts. And like he's on his knees, like on his bed. And this girl is just like, oh my God. And her hand comes up to her mouth. And it's just like, and then it cuts there. I'm like, that's some wild shit.
Yeah, that's the single most embarrassing thing. Like that's like when people talk about taking yourself out. That might be a good reason to do it. Okay, I mean, they they ain't no way to escape that one. Like you can't escape that one. You were jacking it on a live Zoom call, and your colleague seen it.
It's kind of hard one to get around ever in your life.
But it was so bad when he finally went back in the office. They were like, they had a woman do an interview about him jacking his dick. They were like, the last time you were here, uh,
You
you
see,
had a
here's the thing.
kind of a
You're supposed
moment.
to just let that shit be bygones and bygones and never talk about it ever again, is what you're supposed to pretend like it never happened.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, bud, I couldn't do it. And he got a wife and kids. A wife and kids.
Um, yeah,
But you
that's
walk
no good.
the wife walking around the supermarket. Oh, hey, Sarah. Hey, Jenny. How's the mister? He doing okay? No, he ain't. Man, he got caught jacking it on Zoom, but you know what I'm saying? I said, but I mean, man got fired because of it. All right. Now CNN hired him back because they're like,
How do you?
it's
I see. I
okay.
don't know how
Ain't the
you do
worst
that.
thing
How
that
do you
happened.
get like? How do you hire someone back though like that? Like I just don't
I think he was
fully
on the Washington
understand.
Post or something like that before. I think
I
he
just don't
was, but they
understand
let
how
him
you
go.
get. I
But
don't
he was
understand how you get hired back. It just doesn't. It's like what?
they let him back up there. They gave it a little bit of cooling off time. But he was their specialist. I believe it was legal specialist, one of the legal specialists. So he had the insider info, so they had to get him back up there. But I mean that's one of those things that you can't live down, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You can't live
Um,
that down ever. Like you're always the guy who got caught jerking off on the Zoom call, no matter what.
yeah, that's bad. Oh, hell! On top of that, we've had the guy right here recently who who resigned from his job, that NYPD cop, Jeffrey Madry. He was having some of the ladies in there give him a little fellatio for some overtime, if I'm correct. This is allegedly
Yeah, it's funny. Guys in the highest of positions will throw it all away for a
for a
little
blowjob.
blowjob here and there. Yeah,
I'm like, boo. Well,
I think to
first
the
off,
average guy, that's a hard commodity to come by, and so I think they're willing to put it all on the line.
no. First off, blowjobs are overrated. Okay. I mean,
Not when you're a loser and you don't get nothing.
golly, bro. I mean, I'll be trying to figure out when I'm gonna get to the punani. I'm like, all right, I mean, this is okay, but I'm here for them skins, cuz I ain't here for all this other stuff. Yeah, this cat right here, Madry. Yep, he had the sex for OT scandal. So the man, he was out there cracking skins, and he was
So
uh
you're talking
he was giving the
about
women OT
so
overtime.
okay, because there was another case. Remember the case of the sheriff who shot the judge? He
Oh
had a
yeah,
very
mhm, yeah.
he had the same thing going on. That judge had a
Oh yeah, that
fucking
is right.
he
Hmm.
had a pay for play situation going on, and it's believed that the sheriff's daughter was involved with that. So that's why he shot him. But yeah, this is look, man, a guy in a position of power is going to take what he can get for reals. So
Yeah, so this is one of the women right here. Um, said that now she says she was forced into sexual acts in exchange for OT and perks. I guess you could just not get the OT.
Yeah, you
I
think?
mean, this is what I'm trying to figure out. It's kind of like the Megan Hall situation. It's like, oh well, I was coerced into fucking all the dudes in the station. I was like,
You was coerced
you
into doing it?
you could have just quit. Like if you don't want to fuck them, like, and they don't like physically beat you up and tie you down and like commit the act, then like you can just not fuck them. Like that is an option.
It is
I
an
think it's
option.
an option.
Yeah, it sure is.
I don't know. I heard some girls. I heard this on a few podcasts. They said this before. They were like, "Well, the guy asked me so much that I eventually just gave it to him. I didn't want to have sex with him. I was like, is that all you had to do?
Just keep
Just keep
asking.
asking? Yeah. So just walk in there and be like, hey, can I get some of that pussy? She's like, no. Okay, I'll ask you tomorrow. I'll see
See,
you
I'd say
tomorrow.
that's bunk, but like I hooked up with this girl who I was after for like 3 years when I was in my mid 20s. I fucking worked at the mall and she worked in the cart next to me. And so like from day one, I hit on her for like 3 years straight. And then after 3 years, she like gave it up. And so maybe that is true. Maybe you just gotta keep trying.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that. Look, man. Look, here's what I figured out, man. And it took me a while to figure this out. But I'm going for the ones that show interest right out the gate. I mean, I'm talking about right out the gate. Like, I can just be like, hey, you trying to come over? Yep. Boom. All right. Sound good? Right out the gate. I ain't messing with nothing else. I ain't got that kind
Nah,
of
because if
time,
you
man.
like them a little bit and you want something more than that, you gotta have you gotta like have a conversation or something. You gotta do something along them lines. You know what I mean? So
No.
that's yeah, I think so.
That's how I'm currently in my situation now. It's 11 years. But I'm trying to tell you, bud, the early stages, man, it's all about intrigue. Man, you conversate later. Motherfuckers be figuring out what I can figure out what kind of candy you like in a few months. Look, man, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we in all this nonsense. Look, we're both consenting adults, all right? You feeling the fire? I want to feel the fire. All right. So what we waiting on, cuz? Let's go and get this thing right. And we figure the rest of it out. Now look, now I understand why why most women should probably guard against that because, dudes could be pieces of shit. I, on the other hand, am a gentleman, okay? I'm not just gonna do you in and then not let you get a shot at the title. Okay. I'll let you get a shot at the title, the heavyweight belt, you know. So I ain't gonna do you wrong. But I can understand how they can have reservations on that. But most of the time, you know, you want to get the ones that are already hot for you. You don't want to mess around with all that other stuff. This is just, man. It's I don't know. It just ends up getting weird. Because later on, you have to do a whole bunch of begging for it and all that, and it just I don't know. It gets a little bit out of hand. But yeah, this the Madry guy. It looks like he got his wife kicked him out of his house. Uh, Kicked him out the house today. So looks like he's about to lose it all. Now, this one woman I had up on the screen, I think she resigned, and somehow she resigned and got her full benefits. Is they saying they're paying her $16,000 a month?
That's a lot of money. Shit.
I said I didn't realize the NYPD cops made that
Well, I knew a
much.
guy who worked for when I was a cop and I left in like 2014, and this guy had probably been in around 2010 or 2011, and he had just come from New York. He did 20 years in New York, and in 2011 his pension was around 70 grand a year, and then he got another job where as a cop in Florida, so he made another 40 50 on top of that. So yeah, New York NYPD was always a good pension. 20 years and out at like 80% or something like that. It's good.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, dang. Yeah, so I think they said that the one who left, I think she was getting paid $400,000 a year. I think I
That's
heard
like,
some
see, you
some
got to be
numbers on
like a
there.
higher up. You got to be a captain or something with a base pay of like 200. And then you got to do like all this overtime and stuff. I mean, that's how you make that kind of money.
Hmm. Yeah, but hey, look, if you this is alleged now. If you're around Madry, you could get some of that overtime without having to really work it. And you had to work something else now. You know what I'm saying? But you could get that OT. So I think that's how it initially got called because her OT wasn't matching up with the hours she had actually worked. Somebody finally had looked at the books.
Ah,
You know, sometimes
yeah,
it
yeah.
takes a while for people to do that. They don't look at the books at all, and then it'd be 8 years later, and it'd be like, "Oh, damn, there's $5 million missing." I'm like, $5 million? I'm like, that's the way it always is when somebody's embezzling or something. I was like, well, at what point in time do you stop embezzling? You know, people just continue to do it. I would be sitting on eggshells embezzling one time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jesus. It'd be sitting on your shoulders like every day. Man, are they gonna find me today? They gonna bust me today?
Yeah, somebody just because I'd be jumpy. They'd be like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "No. Why? I just stole money, dog. I be done told on myself." It'd be like, "Damn."
Man, recently there was a sheriff who
Mhm.
had some scheme going where the the county would buy vehicles, and like when they'd get to be like a year old, he would sell them to like a family member for like 900 bucks, and then the family member would go out and like sell them for like 20,000. It was
Oh,
like,
damn.
yeah, and he did this a whole bunch of times. It's like, dude, you're gonna get caught. Eventually, the auditor comes to work. You know what I mean? Eventually, eventually, all what is that saying? Three things shall always come to light: the sun, the moon, and the truth.
Mhm. Oh, somebody did that in my hometown here, and, they were owner of a small dealership, like a used car lot,
Mm-hmm.
and what they were doing and they went to church. They sung in the church band. They got everybody's trust, and then they stuck them fools. They were stealing investors' money, so they would have multiple investors invest into one car, and then yeah, my man would sell it, and then he wouldn't pay him. He did that shit for years. He was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm getting the money to you. I'm gonna get to you." He done stole all this money all these years. Yeah, they busted his ass. Yeah, his ass in jail. So, but hey, there's gullible markets out there. Um, and I know this is gonna sound bad, but the folks at the church is a gullible market, man. Because at the end of the day, they want to see the best in people. And so you've got a lot of snakes that'll go and hide out there because, they're easy kills. You know, Predators are looking at easy kill. If you look at a predator in the wild, what do predators usually go after? Things that are sickly, weak, or extremely young. All right, 'cause they don't have that speed, so they're going for easy kills. So it's unfortunate, but there's a certain sector of the population that are just easy kills. So he went in and
Mm-hmm.
he wiped these folks out. I don't know if they get their money back or not, but the way he had the shit set up, the money's kind of like washed out. So it just kind of is what it is. That stuff happens all the time. I mean, sometimes you invest and you take a L. I know there was there's a 30 for 30 on ESPN, and the name of it's Broke. I believe that's the name of it. Talking about how athletes go broke after they stop playing their professional sport. And my one man, he said, "Yeah, but my best friend, he said that I got a good business deal that I'm working on." He said he's setting up these car washes. God, this is back in the '90s. I think he said he need like 200,000. He said, "Yeah, no problem." He said, "Man, I've been friends with him forever, dude." He said, "I ain't heard from him to this day." Man gave him 200K to do skate it. Gone
Not shocking.
forever. I mean, it's like damn, but it's just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? People they'll use your compassion against you, and You know, it just kind of is what it is. I know it kind of sounds like we're trying to say, oh, everybody needs to be cold hearted and all that stuff, but I don't know. You just need to be careful. That's it. I mean, that's just
Careful
it.
means
Bottom
not giving
line.
motherfuckers 200 grand.
That's quite a bit of money. You know what I'm saying? With no paperwork involved. I'm just saying. I mean, that's a large lump sum. Okay, there was no contract signed, so I mean, somebody just be like, oh, I mean, later on in life, he could say, oh no, it was just a gift. Man gifted me 200K. We just got out of touch. That was it. Oh, well, you left town. Shit. I mean, how long did you know you were gonna move? You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So hey, you know, it just is what it is. We got gullible sectors of the population. And so, you know, ain't a whole lot you can do there. Oh, Corey, um, AOC, she said we're now officially in an oligarchy. I thought that all of history has been an oligarchy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't know where she's been.
Oh, but it's now just that Trump is taking over. Is that the case? Is
Yeah,
that what
it's
she
because
explained?
Elon Musk. Yeah, because Musk said that the bill was bullshit and they need to go back through it. And so since he said that and they actually did it, then that's what made this an oligarchy.
So he actually said the bill's bullshit, and they actually went through and reviewed it again,
Yeah,
and that's cool.
yeah, but the bill was bullshit. It's
They're
1,500
always
pages of
bullshit. They're
bullshit.
always bullshit. They're always bullshit.
Yeah.
Can he feed it to his AI model and fucking have Grok like tell him what's wrong with it?
Ooh, I wonder if he can. He probably did. He probably fed it to Grok and then was like, give me a like a cliff notes of what's in this bill.
Have you used any AI stuff? Because like my mini Mac came with AI, but in order to use it, the Apple AI, you got to use it with Siri so you can talk to her, and then she learns all of your shit. And so I don't really like the idea of that, but I kind of want to play with it, but without, I want to test the waters without it having to, without giving blood. You know what I mean? So
I did some AI on Canva.
one
Canva
thing I don't like is
is
that
the
everybody came out with AI at the same time, which means half the people who came out with it weren't ready. That's the fucking
right.
reality. The AI sucks. Like, I swear to God, you ask them for some fish shit and it makes up albums. I asked about Guns N' Roses something and it made some shit up about Guns N' Roses. I mean, it just makes shit up all the time.
No, now on Canva. Canva is the site that I use to do the thumbnails.
Right, right.
Because it's quick and easy. But I didn't really use it to do anything. I just wanted to see what it would create. So I just said, you know, give me a picture of a dog running down the street, and
See,
it made a
I
bunch of
wanted to be
pictures.
able to collate like the Warren Commission and then have me talk to it and ask it questions. You know what I mean? Like, I want that kind of shit.
Oh, okay, yeah. I ain't I ain't done nothing like that.
AI, read the entire
Uh,
Warren Commission and then tell me if Oswald shot Kennedy.
yeah, chat. What was it? I used Chat GPT like twice when it was free just to see what it would do.
Mhm.
But I think now that shit's like $200 a month.
Ooh. Well, because Sam Altman was all about doing it because he's a philanthropist and wanted to do it for free. But he'll take your $1.5 billion of investment money. So
Yeah, philanthropy. Is that what they call this? I don't like the word philanthropist. It sounds like scam artist to
sounds like a
me.
Jew came up with it.
Is that what it sounds like? Man said it said I said I can't 100% confirm, but it does sound Jewish, just letting you know. so, so there's something with it. So we're officially now in an oligarchy, according to AOC and other people as well. And I was just like, yeah, eh, y'all, we've always been in one of those forever, and we will forever be in those forever until this planet ends. Because that's the way shit works. I mean, I don't know why y'all pretending that it's not. I mean, you know, and I always like when they're like, "Oh, Trump just want to help his billionaire friends." I was like, "Y- you know, JB Pritzker got up on stage and was talking about how he was richer than Donald Trump, right?" I
Pritzker is such a piece of garbage human being. It's unreal. It's one of the very few Jews they'll allow to reach a political position of power like that. I mean, the other Jews will, because the other Jews don't want Jews to be the lightning rods ever. So normally you don't get powerful Jews in positions like Pritzker is. They like to stay in the shadows. So it's
Oh,
rare, but he's got
okay.
he's got an ego. That's why he did it. So, but no, him and
Oh,
his wife
okay.
spent millions of dollars on translating ancient fucking texts like the Dead Sea Scrolls and shit. They're fucking sicko occultists, just like all the weird fucking occultist Jews. There's a lot of those. They just don't advertise it.
Uh, okay. The Pritzker. Yeah, but I was just like, y'all got Bloomberg and Soros and all the. I mean, what we talking about? It's like when they were up there. It's like, yeah, some unelected official has got power over this particular. I said, but unelected officials always have had power. Do y'all not remember 2020?
So, like all of these ancient Jewish texts,
Okay.
Pritzker has been financing having these things translated. These are all Pritzker editions. The Zohar Pritzker edition. All these different ancient Jewish texts, Pritzker edition.
Oh, okay.
These people are sicko occultists. They think that there's some fucking deep hidden meaning in the fucking ancient texts, so they'll go to any length to fucking have them translated. He's one of these people. He's a sicko. All of them are sickos. I'm telling you, they're closet sickos. They seriously think
Uh,
that you can fucking there's some ancient fucking deity stuff in there that they can find and worship and fucking spells and weird shit. I'm not fucking around. They believe in all that stuff.
oh, so you talking about some deep shit?
We're talking about the deep shit. Like these motherfuckers all believe it. They all believe it, and they just don't
Like they're bringing up
advertise
Moloch and all that. You
all
know what I'm
that fucking
saying?
stuff, man. Go back before that. Go back to the ancient Egyptian shit with Set and all that stuff. Sickos.
Oh, okay. So they deep like that,
Mm-hmm.
huh? Well, well, I guess that has to be passed down through generations, doesn't it?
Oh
I
God,
mean, I
yes.
don't think it just pops up in your mind.
You are correct.
Yeah. So I mean, that's something that's deeply rooted, and I guess it won't ever be broken. I
No.
don't see how it will.
Well, I can think of a couple of things.
A couple of alleged things. We're gonna say alleged. Oh, Corey, Corey. Before we get out of here, we just want to wish everybody a merry post Christmas once again. And Corey, do you remember the best Christmas present you ever got, or you ever felt like you got? It's probably from when you were younger, more than likely.
Yeah, my parents bought me this guitar amp that I wanted. It was like $150, and that was a lot of money to us back in like the '90s. So yeah, it was awesome.
What was it? Was it a PV? Was it a Marshall?
No, it was a Boss little practice amp.
Okay, boss. Okay, okay. I've actually got a what I've got. I've got a PV. Wonder
You
if
got
I
a
can
guitar?
turn that, or folks can see that. I got a PV, and I've got what else I got? I don't know what that other one is. The PV's the one that I mess with, but my guitars are behind the TV. I think that was the my parents had bought me a Schecter guitar.
Oh, Schecter. I
Well,
like
actually,
Schecters a lot.
I told them I wanted a Schecter guitar
They're metal as
because
fuck.
at that point in time, I had just recently started playing, and Avenged Sevenfold was playing Schecter, and so I
I've
really
had a
liked their
Schecter bass
first album.
before. I had a Schecter bass before. They're really good. I just bought I bought this for Chris for Christmas.
Okay,
Let me show you this Gretsch
okay,
electromatic double jet with the Bigsby
mm-hmm.
whammy bar on it. I picked that up for him for Christmas. So I'm thinking about getting a guitar or bass or something so we could jam out.
All
But
right,
yeah, these
all right.
Gretches are super nice.
Yeah, I've got a Schecter, then I've got like a throwaway practice guitar that's hard as hell to play with. And so that's why it's a practice
I
guitar
used to have a
because
BC Rich too, but that was a pain in the ass to play. It was so top heavy.
oh, you talking about the V neck?
I used to have one that was the Warlock. It was all crazy shaped and
Oh yeah, those are difficult. Um, and I've also got a is it Ibanez? I think it's a I've got an Ibanez with the active pickups. So it's got the 9-volt battery in the back. It's got the active
oh yeah,
pickups.
yeah.
Yeah, so I got that one. I got a bunch of pedals too. Uh,
No, I used to
I
have
got
one like
this.
this, like one of
Oh,
these.
okay, yeah.
That was
Yeah, the
metal as
Warlock.
fuck, but it was
Hey, they
so
always look cool
it
though. They
always wanted
look
to fall
cool.
over. It was so top heavy, and it was hard, man. Like your wrist was just dying by the time you got finished. But I really like these Music Man, the Music Man basses. Um, you can get these pretty inexpensive, like in the three to $300 to $500 range. Let me show you. This is probably what I'm going to end up picking up here pretty soon. Something like this.
Oh, okay,
One of these kind
okay.
of classic designs. You can get
Mm-hmm.
the entry level models for like 320, and you can get them. You can get a step or two up from that with the double pickups for like in the 400 to 500 range. But yeah, something like this kind of classic style. I really like something like this.
Okay, okay.
Something
Yeah, I
that these
know.
bongos. So these are like these are the high end ones. These bongos here are like fucking $3,500. Yeah, these high end Ernie balls are real expensive.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie to you. The one time that I felt like I felt pain when this happened. Me and my buddy went to uh a concert, and it was it Ozfest. Okay, and there was a band up there playing. I can't remember the name of them right now, but anyway, when they got done with their set, they took their guitars and they smashed them, and it hurt me because I was like, "That is a $5,000 to $6,000 guitar that you're smashing right now." That I would love to have. I would love to have that guitar right now. I know that thing is set up in pristine, and they just took them and smashed them because I mean, they're sponsored, so they'll have another,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have another guitar already the next day. It's just like, it's
There's a
just it
badass
was.
Dean limited edition Cannibal Corpse guitar that I think they only made like 80 of them. Those were pretty badass. They got like little upside down crosses on the fucking fingerboard. They're dope.
Mhm.
It's got imagery from the albums. It's really cool. I'd love to have one of those.
Okay, okay. So there we go. I ain't gonna lie to you, but that's probably the my number one thing they ever got for Christmas. I got some other stuff that was pretty cool. When I was younger, I got a drum set, but then I found out that I didn't like to play drums, so that kind of went
That's a
away.
tough one, man. Like I couldn't keep it up.
With the drums,
Yeah.
drums take a lot of coordination. You got a lot happening on a drum set. Uh, and of course, this is before I even started listening to any type of metal or anything, so I didn't know nothing about a double bass. You start getting into double basses and stuff like that. But when I see one of those guys play one of those things, I'm like, that's like the most incredible thing I've ever seen because you've got so much going on at one time.
Hmm.
2 feet moving, both hands moving. I mean, you like all over the place. You got a buffet of damn drums. You can cymbals and everything. I'm like, dude, and they're writing beat, writing tune, ain't missed a step. I was like, that shit's cool as hell. Somebody who's a badass on the drums. I don't know. That's I think that's one of the most impressive things
Oh yeah, for
that you
sure.
can do. Just with all the coordination you have for that. So yeah, I had that. Other than that, a lot of stuff. You had your usual stuff like you get your gaming consoles, which I don't even think shortly that won't even be a thing anymore. The
I don't
gaming
think gaming
consoles.
consoles should be a thing. I think consoles should be banned. Everyone should be forced to play PC, and then we won't have compatibility issues. You won't force these developers to make subpar games for these stupid consoles, and that's how I feel about it.
That was a little much, wasn't it?
Yep.
I mean, I thought they were just making subpar games because they just making them like that. It's kind of like the movie industry. It's just like we just ran out of the good folks to make shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though supposedly we got a banger out that came out yesterday, the Nosferatu.
Yes, I'm gonna have to see that.
Everybody keeps saying it's a banger, man. Every time I see somebody talk about it, they say it's a banger. And I told my parents about it when I went back home. I was like, because my mom, and my sister they went and watched a movie on Christmas Eve, and I was like, oh, y'all watching Nosferatu? I was like, hold on, I think it's coming out Christmas Day. They're like, no, they went and watched Mufasa, which was the prequel to the Lion King.
Mufasa.
Yes, the prequel to the Lion King.
We shouldn't even be talking. We shouldn't even be hearing about Lion King in 2024 or
It's the
2025.
prequel though. They ain't did the
I don't want to
prequel.
hear nothing. Nobody gives a fuck about no Lion King.
It's the prequel though.
So,
Prequel to Simba.
so
Yeah, so don't you want to know what happened before
no,
Simba?
no.
Yeah, but this is a live action CGI one. We got CGI lines and shit. Don't that make you feel better about it?
No, not at all.
Okay, well there it is. I mean, my goodness, Corey. I looked at our slate as far as movies coming out. It doesn't look like it's going to be very good. So,
You want to do
good luck
Nosferatu?
to
I'll
us.
go this week.
The Nosferatu. Nosferatu. I asked my parents about that. I was sitting there. I asked my mom. I was like, "Yeah, you remember Nosferatu, right?" She's like, "I don't know no Nosferatu." I'm like, "You had to know that. That's during your kind of your era." I was like, "This was like a black and white movie that didn't the original one didn't actually have any nobody spoke." And I showed her the picture, and she's like, "I don't know what it is." I showed it to my dad. He's like, "Yeah, I know the Nosferatu." I'm like, "Read it, yeah, like." You're into vampire stuff like you always have been. So they ain't that I don't know that shit. I was like, all right, then I'm gonna let it go. All right, I know you know who it is. But they said Bill Skarsgård. They said his transformation is like crazy, and
he's
how
good. He's
he
always
changed
good.
the octaves in his voice. Like he changed octaves the entire
Is he?
time.
Is that method acting? Is that what he is?
I think so. Like but if you want a weird wild part, yeah, that's him all day. I watched the remake to Speak No Evil too. So was it remake from the? I think the overseas version was first. Yeah. So the one with James McAvoy in it.
Was it
It's
good?
on. Yeah, it's kind of a slow burn.
Okay.
So it's a slow burn, and then it gets like intense all at once right at the end. So like you kind of feel like something's off with these particular people, but it's like just slowly gets you to that point. So yeah, it was pretty good. It's pretty good. There's actually quite a few movies that came out right here recently. I'm gonna be checking out. So see if they're any good on the Sunday tilt. So yeah, we appreciate everybody for being with us. Uh, we'll have New Year's coming up shortly. So the next time you'll see us, it'll be a new year. It'll be 2025. Well, actually, you'll see us on day zero. So next time you see Beyond the Cube, be 2025. Which maybe this year be the year of the bull run. They call him the bull run this year, Corey. Crypto. They call him the
Well,
bull run.
we'll see.
That's what they call him. I dabbled. I have dabbled, all right, in the crypto. I'm officially in there.
That's good.
I even took it and I moved it to the wallet.
That's good.
I was like, holy shit. Like, I was scared. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I did it and I understood what I was doing. And after I did it, I'm like, this shit is not for everyday people.
It is not.
Motherfuckers will lose their money, son,
Yes, they will.
immediately.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
That's a reality.
I'm trying to tell you, but I'll try one fuck up, but you have lost everything. You just sent that shit to who knows who. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird. The one thing I did notice is that because I dabbled a little bit in XRP too, just because I'm hearing a whole lot about it, and then I got some Bitcoin as well. I did notice that the Bitcoin took like 30 minutes to transfer, so it took a while.
That's just because it came from an exchange.
Yeah. Well, I was saying that the XRP transferred immediately, but the Bitcoin it was pending for a little bit. And when I seen it pending, I was like, "Why are you pending?" And then it popped over. So, so I was like, "Okay." I like okay. So yeah, but I went through the Coinbase and all that stuff. So I got some up there that I'm keeping my eye on. I might dabble a little bit in it, and then just hopefully it go up, and I just take out what I put in it, put it back, and then just hold the rest. So that's what I'm looking to do. So we'll see what kind of bull run we got going on. A lot of people said the bull run ain't here yet, but it's on the way. All right, so I
We'll
guess
see.
we'll see. I guess we'll see. So from your boy HQ 420, co-host Powerful and Corey Hughes, we'll catch you on the next Beyond the Cube.